How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? I'm your host, Seth Julian. Welcome you to another session of today's briefing. It is, of course, the 1st of March, 2023. The time now is 11:33 a.m. Greenwich Mean Time. And we are looking at the economic calendar and this morning's print of the Chinese Purchasing Managers' Indexes. These are the leading indicators of economic activity that are acquired by surveying the managers who buy with the purchasing managers in firms, not only manufacturing but services as well. And the idea is if these people are buying more than they did in the previous month, it is so on anticipation of increased business. And we see the Chinese prints, whether it's the composite or the manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index or the non-manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, or the slightly separate one, the Caixin Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index. They're all well above 50. And not only are they well above 50, they're well above the expected outcome. So that combination of beating the expectation and beating it by a considerable margin brings us to this phenomena. The Yuan, the Chinese Yuan, the offshore renminbi, which we always have to go into because, after all, it's rigged like so much in China. You're not really trading the currency that they transact with in China. You're trading an offshore rigged and jigged version of that currency. Nonetheless, it has strengthened by 1.27% in one day. Oh, never mind the 2 days. That's just my sloppy graph technique. It's 1 day. That one bar you see, 1.27%. And keep in mind the strength of the yuan is inverse to the slope of the curve because it's dollar yuan. The yuan strengthens, meaning it requires less yuan to buy the singular dollar. So the current handle is 6.865, and that's down, meaning that the yuan has strengthened. So don't be confused when the know-nothing commentariat says that the yuan is down. They don't know what they're talking about. In fact, it never makes sense logically ever to say a currency or any asset is up or down. You have to say stronger or weaker because it's relative. So that's what we're looking at. The Chinese economy is back in business, ladies and gentlemen. These numbers indicate that strongly. Now, keep in mind, this has come at a steep cost, and we're starting off at a low base because the Chinese had effectively closed themselves out from the world economy. What is this? This is strange. I don't even know where this is. What happened here? Odd. But the Chinese have closed themselves out of the world economy for close to 3 years. The death toll is probably somewhere between 1.4 and 1.6 million Chinese succumbed to the plague. But they're barreling on, and the forex markets are right behind them. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's our take on things today. The Chinese are back, and they're back in full swing, full-throated expectations for future production. The yuan reflects that. It's falling strongly against that is to say, the dollar yuan rate is falling. The Chinese yuan is gaining strength against the U.S. dollar as we speak. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for now. I'm your host, Seth Julian, wishing you all, ladies and gentlemen, the ability to trade with confidence. Alas for now.